Hello, friends. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Faith Storms. I'm a licensed social worker, therapist, and today I wanted to share some thoughts about your anxious brain. Okay, so if you have an anxious brain, if you have issues with anxiety, you need to give your anxious brain a job. So, an anxious brain it has given itself a job. Your anxious brain is looking for trouble. Your anxious brain is looking for the next problem. It's looking for the next situation. And it does this naturally. You didn't make it do it. You weren't trying to tell it to do it. It automatically does it. It automatically searches for problems. This is due to just the way the anxious brain has evolved. This is a survival thing. The anxious brain is interested in keeping you alive. So it is trying to find any possible potential problem with the intention of somehow we're going to make this not happen, or if we think about it, like we'll get prepared somehow. Now, that doesn't really work well. And so if your anxious brain is simply on its own and finding its own work to do, you're going to end up with a lot of negativity and a lot of things that don't work well. So here's my suggestion. Give your anxious brain a neutral to positive job. So here is an example. If you have a hobby you really enjoy, if you have an interest that you're really into, when you notice that your anxious brain is doing its worry thing, you want to redirect your anxious brain onto your positive interest and give your brain an assignment. So I have animals. I breed and show guinea pigs and rabbits. And so there is always work. There is always stuff associated with them. So over the years, what I have done is that I give my brain that assignment. If I don't have other things, like if I'm driving somewhere, or like if I'm not engaged in something at the moment, and if my brain's just wandering, then I will tell my brain to let's do some planning. And so I'll run through, like I have cages, and the cages, some are new, some are old, they're in various states of repair and disrepair and breaking down, because that's what happens. Nothing lasts forever. So the metal corrodes, and over time they need repaired, they need replaced, etc. So if my brain needs something to do, then I'll be like, okay, well, let's think about the rabbit stacks. And I mentally run through, okay, in this stall, these stacks, okay, what's their condition? Okay, this one needs some repair, and this one needs floors replaced, and this stack, I probably want to get a whole new stack. I just think about it. And my brain is like doing some planning and doing some strategy. And I'll think about, okay, well, this month, let me just do repairs. Maybe next month, let me consider getting a new stack or some new equipment. So I just think about it. My brain is occupied. I'm not perseverating on things that aren't in my control, like other people. Like years ago, before I would give my brain a job, if my brain didn't have anything to do, it would sit and start to worry about my relationship. Oh my gosh, why'd my boyfriend say that? Why'd he do that? Why isn't he saying this? Like I'd sit and think, and I'd get myself all worked up. And then I'd send these stupid, okay, that's judgmental, but I'd send these texts. Oh my gosh. I'd like have these texting arguments with him about dumb stuff. I mean, looking back, I think it was dumb because it was in my head for the most part. I'd be like, well, why did he say it that way? Why didn't he say this? Oh my gosh. I don't do that anymore. Thank goodness. Instead, it's like if I start to fret, I'm like, okay, let's think about something else. Let's think about the next show. Let's think about my travel plans for the next show. Let me think about whatever. Give your brain a job. Our anxious brains, and let me give you another analogy. Our anxious brains are like a working breed dog stuck in an apartment. That will not end well. They will destroy the apartment. And it's not their fault. Like, they've got energy, they've got prey drive, they've got herding instincts, they've got guarding instincts. Like, they need a job. Your anxious brain is a working dog. Your anxious brain needs a job. Give it a better job. Don't let it go to default. Default is let's worry about everything. Let's worry about worry. That's not useful. Give your anxious brain a job, a positive job, a neutral to positive. Tell it to think about things you enjoy, things you can strategize, things you can plan that are neutral or positive or enjoyable. The end result of giving your brain a job needs to be good, needs to be a good outcome. So if you give your brain one job and then you find that that's causing you stress, well, then give it a different one. Pick something else. And you can have different things that you give your brain jobs. So often the jobs I give my brain are about my animals and about my travel plans and about shows, because there's always something coming up. So there's always something I can think about and plan for. If for whatever reason I don't want to think about that, then there are two games that I play on my phone. One is Heyday. So I might start thinking about, oh, Heyday. Oh, okay. Yeah, I need to check. And, I'll think about like what is being made in my different machines, whatever. Or I also play Pokemon Go. And so I'll be like, oh, okay, well, when's the next time, when do I want to go out walking? Where do I want to go walking? When can I play next? And so I'll start to plan my next Pokemon Go session. Again, it's just the thing. It's just a couple of little things I do. They're neutral to positive. I feel good about it. It's something that my brain can think about rather than fretting, because worry does no good. So give your brain a job. It helps. All right, until next time.